What happens when a darting legend collapses in a way you never saw coming? Stick around, because we're about to unfold the tale of Andy Fordham and the collapse that had everyone wide-eyed. Picture BDO World Championship in 2004, the air thick with tension, and possibly the aroma of some post-match pies. Andy Fordham, tipping the scales at a hefty 31 stones, steps onto the oche like a colossus ready to conquer. It's not your typical darts physique, but hey, who needs a six-pack when you can throw a 9-dart finish? As Fordham progresses through the tournament, it's like watching a heavyweight boxer in a pub brawl. Powerful, unpredictable, and with the added thrill of wondering if the oche might buckle under the weight. A 3-0 win over Brian Derbyshire kicked off the campaign, followed by another 3-0 win against Tony West. The crowd is loving it. They're witnessing the whippet in full swing. But then, a real nail-biter unfolds in the clash against Darryl Fitton. It's a deciding set, tension in the air, and Fordham clinches it. The man is on fire, and the darting gods seem to be smiling down on the guy. He won 5-4 against Darryl. The semi-final against Raymond van Barneveld is where the plot thickens. Fordham, down 4-2, decides he's not just going to let Barney run away with it. No sir. In a comeback that could rival the greatest in sporting history, Fordham clinches victory at 5-4. The crowd goes wild. A 31-stone man just outplayed a Dutch darting dynamo. Now let's zoom in on the lead up to this monumental clash. As the announcement of the showdown between Andy Fordham and Phil Taylor echoed through the darting cosmos, concerns swirled like errant darts. Fordham, fresh from a grueling battle with Raymond van Barneveld, was now facing questions about his endurance in long games. Detractors whispered that the man might not last in a marathon match, but Fordham, the epitome of confidence, laughed off these doubts. He boldly asserted that he could perform at his best for 9 sets or more. The stage was set for a showdown that promised to be legendary. And then came the tantalising proposition from PDC World title holder Phil Taylor himself. A champion versus champion game, a clash of the titans. Taylor expressed his eagerness, but the BDO, ever the gatekeepers, seemed reluctant to let this extraordinary event unfold. Little did they know that a similar spectacle had graced the darting world in 1999, when Taylor faced the then BDO world champion Raymond van Barneveld in what would be forever remembered as the match of the century. Taylor emerged victorious, claiming not just a thrilling win, but also a cool £60,000. Fast forward to November 2004, and the darting universe was buzzing with excitement. Taylor versus Fordham, a match billed as the showdown, was confirmed. This wasn't just another darting extravaganza, it was the first ever darts pay-per-view, a pioneering move that elevated the showdown to an unprecedented level of spectacle. But fate, or perhaps a bit of misfortune, had a peculiar twist in store. Just before the grand clash, Fordham, in a moment that seemed more slapstick comedy than sporting drama, stumbled and broke his right wrist. Practice sessions were thrown out the window, but Fordham, never one to miss a punchline, joked that his daily regimen of 8 bottles of lager was doing wonders for his recovery. Now let's talk about Fordham's unique preparation strategy, a strategy that could make even the most seasoned pub crawler raise an eyebrow. The man claimed to be downing an astonishing 25 bottles of lager and half a bottle of spirits each day. A shocking amount, you might say, but all in the name of calming the nerves. As Fordham faced the biggest match of his career, he was simultaneously navigating a weight issue that had ballooned to alarming levels. His playing shirt, a size 6XL, stood as a testament to his struggle, a stark contrast to the more conventional larges and XLs donned by his fellow competitors, including the mighty Phil Taylor. Enter the Circus Tavern, the battleground for this epic clash. Known for its low ceilings that turned the venue into a darts sauna, it was the perfect arena for a battle of this magnitude. The pay-per-view price, a whopping £9.95, didn't deter hundreds of thousands of eager viewers from tuning in. The darting world held its breath as Fordham and Taylor stepped onto the oche. The stage was set, the atmosphere crackling with anticipation, but as Fordham began to throw, it was evident that he was grappling with more than just the pressure of the match. The heat inside the Circus Tavern was merciless, and Fordham, already struggling with his weight, was swaying from side to side. The first set went to Taylor, a 3-0 sweep, that established the power as the early favourite. However, Fordham, powered by sheer determination, wasn't ready to be written off. The second set saw a resurgence, a 3-2 victory for Fordham that injected fresh drama into the showdown. The tension in the arena was palpable. Each set became a seesaw of emotions, and as the seventh set approached, something changed. Fordham, visibly affected by the scorching heat, leaned in and whispered something into Phil Taylor's ear, a plea for a break, a sign that the 31-stone hero was not just battling an opponent across the oche, but also the physical strain of the unforgiving circus tavern. Following that critical set where Fordham sought refuge from the heat, the break ended, and Phil Taylor returned to the stage to practice. But where was Fordham? Nowhere to be seen. Ross Bray, the referee, came to enlighten Taylor about the situation. The commentator chimed in, explaining that Andy had ventured outside, presumably to gulp down some fresh air. A few minutes passed, and the camera cut away, redirecting attention to a filler interview with Colin Lloyd and Roy Harrington. Back in the studio, the truth unfolded. Andy Fordham, battling asthma and succumbing to the oppressive heat, was outside with an inhaler and a cold towel, not in the best shape. The announcement came, echoing through the darting world. Fordham would not continue. Medical advice had intervened. He was struggling to breathe, severely dehydrated, and in a bad state. The match, therefore, was to be awarded to Phil the Power Taylor. Phil later revealed that Andy had confided in him, admitting that he couldn't breathe properly, and the scorching temperature under the lights had taken its toll. Taylor, ever the straight shooter, noted that Andy needed to address his weight. Reports surfaced that Andy had attempted to cool down by downing more beer and strolling around the car park. Unfortunately, the stage lights, where the temperature was estimated to be a scalding 115 degrees Fahrenheit, proved too much. Sky, not one to hand out refunds, carried on with the broadcast, clocking nearly 4 hours. Fordham, gracious in defeat, apologised to the fans, understanding that the organisers couldn't risk his condition worsening. He made a bold decision, entering the weight loss arena on the TV show Celebrity Fit Club. In just a few weeks, he shed a staggering 3 stone. Initially thankful to the producers, he pledged to hit the gym 3 times a week. However, the story doesn't end with a triumphant return to the oche. Fordham faced early exits at Lakeside in 2005 and 2006, blaming his appearances on reality TV for his dipping form. Health problems loomed in 2006, but stubborn as ever, he refused medical help, reluctant to admit he had a problem. Yet life has a way of catching up. In 2007, at the World Championship, something happened that shattered any remaining denial. He entered the World Championship as a 40-1 underdog, set to face number 4 seed Simon Whitlock in the first round. The script, however, took an unforeseen turn. Half an hour before his scheduled game, Fordham collapsed, gripped by chest pains and struggling to breathe. It took 5 people to get him onto a stretcher before rushing him to the hospital. The harsh reality hit. Fordham had to withdraw from the game. Weeks turned into an agonising stay in the hospital, revealing a severe chest infection and a dangerous build-up of fluid in his lungs. This moment marked a pivotal awakening for Andy. He heeded the doctor's advice, put an end to the drinking, and embarked on a remarkable transformation. In the span of around 10 months, he shed an astounding 10 stones, marking a significant step toward reclaiming his health. Over the following years, Fordham's journey resembled a roller coaster. He intermittently drifted away from the dart circuit and faced the challenging battle of weight fluctuations. Returning to 24 stone at one point, he defied expectations in 2015 by securing a place in the Grand Slam, overcoming a field of almost 200 players. Though eliminated in Group C, he left a lasting impression with a win over Wayne Jones and an unforgettable match against Adrian Lewis. Tragically, the darting world lost a legend in 2021. Andy Fordham, at the age of just 59, succumbed to major organ failure. His struggles in 2020 include bowel surgery, and the beginning of 2021 saw him grappling with the effects of the COVID-19 virus. Tributes poured in from every corner of the darting universe, commemorating a player whose resilience, spirit, and larger-than-life presence left an indelible mark on the sport. Don't forget to hit the bullseye, so you never miss out on any of our amazing darts videos. See you next time.